This is Mike Sullivan. I'm a former IRS agent and teaching instructor, and I want to talk to you today. Oh, yeah, just so you know, I'm real. I wrote a book about IRS settlements. I don't sell it here. You can buy it if you want, but I'm not here to sell that to you today. I just want to tell you why self-employed people are big targets of IRS. Because, to be frankly honest with you, they cheat the most. Corporations do, partnerships do. And, when you're a W-2 wage earner, um, here's your here's your check. You deposit your check. You don't take really any expenses against it. However, when you're self-employed and you run a business, IRS is very well attuned to, as I was when I was working there. I worked there over 10 years. That this group of people tend to be a little more aggressive. That's a nice way, as an IRS agent would tell you, it's another word for cheat, or push the boundaries more than they should. So IRS pays a closer eye on this, and this is usually what they do. You have to understand this. So as an agent, I've worked over thousands of tax returns. You kind of look for what doesn't make sense on the return. You look for ratios, you look for margins. So if I were to look at your income you've made, let's say you said you made $30,000 in income, and you can just look at those tax returns and you can know exactly where the boundary's been pushed, and sometimes too pushed. So if you're self-employed, be very careful on what the margins are, what the expenses you take. I will give you a hint. It's a cheat code. Is that IRS accepts a practice used for a computer program for BizStats. You can look it up, BIZSTATS. They are usually accepted standards that you can use for tax returns if you're self-employed. So if you're not sure what IRS approves or don't approve, or what algorithms they do or don't, you can use BizStats. Now, with that said, they're very conservative. Can you push the bounds of BizStats? Well, as long as you have the documentation for them, that's fine. But remember, if you're minus any records, just use BizStats, BIZSTATS, and you will find generally accepted expense levels that IRS uses. But anyway, that's something that you need to know. That's why for self-employed people, you have to have a way to compare your return with other people, and that's a really good indicator. But that's why self-employed people are a target. Remember, make sure your tax return makes sense. Generally, you'll never get in trouble. The truth always sets you free. Thank you very much. I always give you the inside scoop. I can look at your return and I can know whether it's good. Usually I can tell whether it's going to be audited. Give me a subscription. I appreciate you very much.